Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is Sunday, April 7th, I believe. Yeah, I believe it's April 7th. I usually don't keep up with dates on the weekends, but I believe today is the 7th. It is about 12:40 in the afternoon. I know you guys have not seen me in nearly 2 weeks. I apologize for that. As I told you guys before, I probably would not be doing a lot of vlogging now that I'm back to work. And that is pretty much why I have not been vlogging. Usually when I get off work, I'm just, ready to just sit down and relax, watch a little TV, have a little dinner, and relax some more before, heading to bed. So that's the reason why I have not been vlogging a lot. But I promise you guys, I will start trying to do more vlogs on the weekends. This past weekend was pretty hectic. When I got off work Friday, I had a lot of errands to run. And then yesterday, I didn't have any errands to run, but there was a lot of things that was going on. A young lady that I grew up with, actually, she's some years younger than me, but she actually grew up with my daughter. She had a bridal shower yesterday, so we went to that, my mom and two of my aunts, and my granddaughter, Cammie. Kendra was not able to attend, unfortunately. She had other things that she had to do. She had other arrangements or however you want to say it. So we did that yesterday, and then last night when I got home, I was just so tired, and I really didn't feel like doing any talking or anything like that. So I want to let you guys know about my new job. As I told you guys on the first day, I think I made a vlog on the first day of the new job and saying that I liked it. I still feel the same. I like it a little better now because now I'm being put to work. I'm doing my own thing. I have my own accounts and things like that. As I told you guys, I work in accounts payable. There's one little peccadillo that we're still working on. It has nothing to do with me or anything like that, or management or anything. It's just one of these steps that I have to use in order to process my items or make payments to vendors. There's one little step that's kind of like, it's like a little glitch, but I'm pretty sure that it's going to be solved by tomorrow. The person that actually takes care of that type of thing, she was on vacation last week, so we weren't able to really do much. I was able to do some work, but I'm sorry, you guys, my nose is itching. I was able to do a pretty good amount of work, but there were some vendors that I worked with, and there were like issues that were going on with payments of the invoices and all of that. But as I said, I'm pretty sure that it will be solved by sometime this week. I'm hoping. I like my coworkers, even though one of my coworkers, she's a chatterbox. She is really a chatterbox. But people are who they are. Just because I'm quiet doesn't mean that everybody has to be quiet. People have their own different personalities and all that. But I'm just saying, she really talks a lot. So I have to kind of get used to that. And then she has this really funny country twang. She's actually from Kentucky, so she has that country twang, and that makes it all the more animated. But overall, as I told you guys, my department that I work in, or the section that I work in, there's only one, two, three, five of us. There's four AP specialists and then one supervisor. So we're off in a secluded room because a lot of the information we share with vendors is very private. So we have to be sheltered off from the rest of the AP department. So we're in our own little room, but we have enough room for our cubicles. I don't know why I had a brain fart. For our cubicles and things like that. So like I said, overall, it's pretty good. The first week was, I won't say it was slow, but it was just, I was just learning everything. So I was just pretty much sitting with three of the ladies, seeing how things work. And then this past Monday, they finally put me on my own. So the first day, I only made email contacts in the beginning. And then when Tuesday came, I got comfortable enough to do over the phone contacts. So I'm pretty confident and pretty, I'm feeling pretty good about what I'm doing and what I will be doing. So I actually did schedule my vacation week right away. I'm glad I did because the lady said, my supervisor said that no one has scheduled anything. So that was a good thing. And also something I didn't realize is that within the first 90 days, I know, usually in the first 90 days, you're not allowed to take off work or anything like that or take vacation time. But we have floating holidays. And in the time frame that I started, I'm allowed 3 floating holidays. And so I remembered that last week, and I was like, well, I'll give myself about a month or so to be there, and then I might take a day off. So I actually scheduled a day off for May 3rd, and it was approved. So I had my first official off day from work on May 3rd. I don't really know if I'm going to do anything that day. I probably would just sit around the house and chill because I'm used to being at home with Cammie when I was babysitting her. So now she's with my cousin who was her original babysitter. She's with her now. So I'll just be at home and just chill out and just relax and whatever. I mean, I might run to the mall or something. I don't know. Because the day that I'm off is my payday. So more than likely I'll probably run to the mall and maybe just sit somewhere and go out to eat by myself and then come home and just relax for my 3 day weekend. So, yeah. Anyway, not much has really gone on in my life. Nothing like big and spectacular, of course, because I don't really have a lot of friends or whatever. But one of my female friends, she did contact me last week. She wants to hook up. She had actually moved down to Alabama. I don't even know how long she was down there, but she hasn't been down there very long. So she contacted me last week asking to hook up. She said she was back in Indy, which is great because I really like hanging with her. So we might just hang out. Not next weekend because next weekend is when I'm scheduling my tune-up for my truck. So it won't be next weekend, but maybe weekend after, because that'll be my pay weekend anyway. So that'll be a good time to hook up with her. Also, this is something I haven't discussed with you guys either. The fact that I'm single, I'm sure you guys probably know that because I never mentioned a boyfriend or anything like that. But I've actually been single, or actually not dating, I would say not dating or anything, for 4 years. And the reason why is because I just got tired of the games. I got tired of, thinking that, the relationship or the situation was going to go one way and it actually never went anywhere. So I just got tired of that. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to step back and just do me, because in the beginning I was kind of worried and I was like, well, I'm in my 40s and, this might be my last chance to date or my last chance, whatever. But then I had to realize that's not true. Because a lot of men and women, they get married in their 50s and 60s. Even I'm hoping it doesn't take me that long, but sometimes it happens. There's nothing you can do. You can't force anything. And then if you do try to force it, it's not going to work out, which is what was happening with me. I was trying to force things to happen that weren't there. So anyway, I think it was Wednesday, I got a Facebook message from a guy that I went to school with. And I have not seen him since like the mid 90s, but I know that, he knew I was on Facebook and I knew he was on Facebook, but I never bothered to add him and vice versa. So then he sends me a message out of the blue, saying, what's up? How you doing? Blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, I'm cool. How are you? I'm thinking, okay, he just wants to, see how I am and, maybe we can see each other or something like, not like a date, but just like since we've known each other. Actually, I've known him since grade school. So, but the last time that we were like in school together was high school. So, we talked a little bit over Facebook Messenger on and off throughout the day on Wednesday. Then, not long into the conversation, of course, he brings up sex. And I'm like, okay, is that the reason why you contacted me? I'm like, that's like the furthest thing from my mind right now. I've been celibate for 4 years and I'm very proud of that. And then all of a sudden you come along and this is what you're talking about. So I just flat out told him, I said, I'm not into that. I'm not trying to do that. That's not what I'm looking for. If me and you can be cool or hang out every so often, that'll be cool. And I knew when I said that he was going to kind of back away. And he did because he hasn't sent me a message since Wednesday. And you know what? Honestly, I don't care. I don't care because if that's all you want me for, then you might as well just leave me alone because I've been there and done that. I'm just tired of, guys coming at you. They pretend like they like you and then they try to butter you up with sweet words. And then next thing you know, they're talking, well, can we hook up? Can we go to a room? Can you come over to my house? Can I come over to your house? Okay, there's a whole wide world out there. Why do you need to chill at home with me? Or why do I need to chill at your home? We can go out and chill. But when I say that, then they're like, oh, well, I just want to spend some personal time with you. We can spend personal time at a restaurant. We can spend personal time going bowling or putt-putt golf or, whatever. But when they say chill at home with me, Netflix and chill, I don't like those types of phrases because you already know what that means. Yeah, you'll be watching Netflix and chilling. The next thing you know, it turns into something else, and that's not what I'm looking for. And in my heart of hearts, I'm just waiting on God. And I feel like, the right man for me, if God wants it to be that way, he'll bring him to me. But if not, then maybe I'm not, marriage material. Maybe I'm not meant to have a relationship, and that's fine. And when I was younger, I was just like, I felt like if I didn't have a boyfriend, or if I didn't have a husband, I felt like a loser. I felt like, I was unattractive. I felt like, nobody wanted me. I was just like, why am I single? When I was single. But then when I got older, I realized that sometimes being single is the best thing for you because you get to learn yourself and you know what you like, you know what you don't like. You're not going to put up with anybody's crap or, messiness or anything like that. You know what you like. And if this person coming into your life doesn't like that, then they can move on and I'm still cool. There are times like yesterday at the bridal shower, there was a little twinge of jealousy there. And, and I hate to admit that, but I'm just being honest. I mean, I was a little bit jealous just watching the young lady, getting all the accolades. Well, I won't say accolades, but getting congratulations and getting gifts, for her upcoming wedding and her upcoming marriage, And I am very happy for her because, like I said, I've known her since she was a little, like a baby. And, to see her, as a grown woman, with a family of her own and getting ready to get married, I'm very happy for her. I'm always happy when somebody finds love. But in the back of my mind, I'm sometimes a little jealous. And I don't like feeling that way, but, I'm human, and it's going to happen. But it was just like maybe a little twinge of jealousy. It wasn't something that lingered. Like I didn't bring it home. It was like, oh my God, when is it going to be my turn? That thought never crossed my mind. Like, when is it going to be my turn? Because like I said before, if it's meant for it to happen, it will, just don't force it. Because again, a lot of times women, they say things like that and, oh God, I want to get married. Oh God, I want to be in a relationship. And then you get into a relationship or a marriage and it's the worst thing in the world for you. The relationship is bad. The guy or the girl treats you wrong, you're miserable, and then you want to be single, and then you see other women who are single living their lives, having fun, going and doing what they want when they want, which is what I love about being single. I love the fact that I can make my own schedule and not have to check in and say, well, do you have anything planned today? Or do you want to do something today? No, I can just say, I want to go to the mall today, and I can just go. Or I can say, oh, I want to go out to eat with a friend of mine today, and I can just go. I don't have to have any restrictions, even though in a lot of relationships, I feel like there shouldn't be restrictions. I feel like even if you're married or you're just dating or you have a fiance, you should be able to spend time with your friends of the same sex, just have a girls' day out or have a guys' night out or whatever. But, a lot of times, couples, I don't know whether it's just like insecurity or what. They don't want their husbands or wives to hang with their friends, or they want to be just up under them all the time. That's just too much. That's too much for me. So I don't want that type of relationship, but I do want to take my time in getting to know someone. So like I said, when that childhood friend of mine, he didn't text me back, I didn't even try to text him back because honestly, I wasn't interested. Once he began talking about, what he missed, and and I was asking him things that he likes to do, like, to get a feel of what he likes doing. He's talking about smoking blunts and drinking and, oh, I don't hang anymore because that's boring. Okay, no, it's not boring. It's just that you don't want to do it. All you want to do is get with some woman and just lay up and smoke and drink and other stuff. I'm not with that. I'm 45 years old. I want to live life. I don't want to sit at home staring at my four walls 7 days a week, 24 hours a day or whatever. And I think that was his way of saying, like, well, I don't like doing that type of stuff. I just like to chill with my woman or chill with a woman. That's not me. I like going out and doing stuff. I like having fun. So with him saying that, I was like, I'm done. I'm like, nope, you don't have to text me back. You don't have to message me, anything. I really don't care. And I'm glad that he did, because it was like pretty much out of sight, out of mind. I didn't even think about him anymore. But it did pop into my head yesterday at the wedding. I was just like, okay, wow, this guy, he's my age. And he's not even thinking about, doing something purposeful in his life. All you want to do is smoke and drink. I'm like, that's not a life. And that's not the type of life I want either. But yeah, so like I said, I've been single and celibate for 4 years. Like I said, it feels good. There are times where I miss dating. I miss being in a relationship. But like I said, I'm not going to force anything else again, ever. Because when you try to force it, you get something you don't want. And I'm not trying to live that life. And then, just to bring up another subject, another guy that I had an on and off relationship with for like 20 years or so. We've actually known each other since we were little. But we kind of started messing around like 90, 97, 98, something like that. I think it was 97. Sorry, y'all, my glasses are crooked again. I don't know why. Oh, God. Okay. And so we were like in and out, back and forth, back and forth. So then we finally hooked up again around 2012. And I thought, this is it. I'm like, yeah, okay, we're going to do this. He was still on his game stuff, playing games and, just not being honest, and then just not being enthusiastic about life. And I'm like, why is it that these guys, they don't want anything else out of life but to just lay around and smoke and drink? I'm like, come on. There's a whole big world out there, and all you want to do is smoke and drink. Nothing else. We started out dating and doing stuff when we hooked back up in 2010. We would go out and stuff like that. But after a while, I guess he got tired of that, and all he wanted to do was come over and sit, or just sit and watch games and football. And so I'm like, okay, I don't really need to do I can do this alone. I can do this by myself, And so we ended things in 2013 because I saw that the relationship wasn't really going anywhere. So I just ended it myself. And so around 2014, he contacted me again, but this time I was involved with somebody. So I let him know, you can't come back. I'm involved with somebody. So then he left again. Then last year he pops up again. And I'm like, okay, why do you keep popping up? You're not serious about me. So what are you doing? And I feel like I was his fallback girl. I was his like last resort. Whenever he wasn't dealing with anybody or something, I was the one to fall back on. But I cut that off real quick, and I told him, this is not going to work, because this is what you do. You fall back on me when you don't have any other alternatives, and I don't want to feel like a fallback girl. I mean, I should be the number one choice or no choice at all. That's just the way I feel. So he kept trying to convince me to where, oh, I feel like me and you could really make it. I feel like me and you could really do it right this time. And I'm like, no, I don't feel that. Because even when I started back talking to him, I didn't feel anything. I really didn't. I didn't feel a thing for him. I mean, I like talking to him like a friend, because we've known each other since we were kids. But that was it. I didn't feel any love, any lust, any passion, anything. I mean, that feeling just died like back in 2013. The feeling just died for him. And I guess he was so used to me taking him back and pulling him back into the fold that he thought he could do it again. And I'm like, no. This is it for me, because if you're not really serious, I'm not trying to do this. I don't need you wasting my time. And like I said, I was not interested anymore. There was nothing there, nothing. I mean, I care about him as a person, but that's it. I don't see us getting back together. I don't see us doing anything past being friends. And then when I told him that, I haven't heard from him. So I'm like, that let me know right there, you weren't trying to do anything. You were just trying to fall back in to that comfort zone. But you know what? That comfort zone door is closed. And I say that to anybody that was in my past, don't come back. Because we're exes for a reason. And I feel that. Sometimes I would, if an ex came back, I would try to, see if we still had that old flame, but it just wasn't there. I mean, and I would try, and it would last for a couple of months, but then after that, it was just done and over. So I've learned now that, any ex that tries to come back and tries to rekindle something, it's a no-go. It's a no. That's it. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm looking to the future, and if God has a future husband for me, I'm gonna wait on him and just keep my space open. I'm just gonna be open to the next future person. Nobody from my past. Nobody that I've tried to deal with that wasn't an ex. Just like a fling or whatever. That's it. That's it for me. So that's all I wanted to say. I really didn't have a lot to talk about, but I just thought about that topic about dating, after yesterday. So, like I said, I don't have anything else to say. I'm just going to go in here in a few minutes and make some lunch and probably watch a couple of YouTube videos. I'm currently trying to book my flights and things to Orlando for July, but my head is pounding because I have so many people to book the flights for, and I've never had to book for any more people than 4. And now I've got to book for 8. So it's like, it's kind of hard. And I'm trying to save as much money as I can, so that everybody else can have a little spending money and all that. Then I've got to find a place for us to stay. And I'm racking my brain. So I might just like take a break from it today. Well, right now. And I might just go back to it this afternoon or this evening once my brain or my head is cleared. So, like I said, that's pretty much it for today. And hopefully I can come back to you guys with a vlog next weekend. We'll see what happens. I don't think anything exciting is happening next weekend. Like I said, all I'm getting done is like a tune-up to my truck. And it's not my pay week, so I guess I'll just be home chilling. And then Cammie, she's going to be with her other grandparents this weekend. So I know I'm not going to see her. And I know I'm not going to see my daughter because usually when Cammie's gone, Kendra stays home, her and her husband, which, is understandable. They get that little quality married type of, what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? I hate when I get brain farts. They have that couples time. That's what I was trying to say. They have couples time together without the baby, which is understandable. Even though they did spend the weekend this weekend, they came over Thursday night and they just left today. So I did enjoy having them here with me. But it is awfully nice to have the house to myself. Well, of course, my mom, she, right now she's at church. I didn't go to church today, you guys. I know, I'm sorry. And then my son, he's here, but he's always in his room. So it's pretty much just me right now by myself. But as I said, I'm going to go in here, make some lunch, and sit down and watch a couple of YouTube videos. I might just try to watch a couple of movies or something like that. And then I'll probably hop back on the computer and see what I can do as far as booking these flights. I can get this done. And hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. I hope you guys have a great week coming up. And I look forward to speaking to you again real soon. Bye.